Welcome, friends, to week 4, all about how to enroll people in your doTERRA business. Now, guys, this is a really critical part about doing doTERRA as a business, because this is what's going to make it if your team starts to growing and you start earning more back. Now, if you just want to share with people, that's awesome, you guys. You're sharing an amazing, powerful mission of healing to people. However, enrolling people is where you start to actually make this a business that can sustain you financially. And that's why it's so important we learn how to do this. Now, before we jump in on how to close and how to enroll people, I want to talk to you a little bit about why it's so important that we get people started with their own wholesale accounts. Now, sometimes we are under the mentality that, well, I'll just order them under my account so I can get the points. I'll make a 25% markup every time I sell something to them. Remember that story we talked about at the very beginning of this program about hauling buckets? Now, it's fine if someone wants to buy 1 or 2 oils from you, they want to test them out, they want to try it themselves. But when we do not empower them to have their own lifeline to make over their health for themselves, we are teaching them to haul buckets. And you yourself are hauling buckets, because we need to get these people empowered to know how to do this theirself. That's why it is so important that you help people know how to get started with their own wholesale account. You guys, don't try and go around this. Don't think that, oh, well, I'll make more in the long run. We're not. We're talking about building a pipeline. We're talking about empowering these people to have the tools that they need going forward. And why would you not want them to get the best possible price? Because we are their wellness advocate. We are their advocate. We want to see them get the most out of this. And you guys, trust me, doing it this way, you will have a customer for life. You will build that pipeline. And that's why it's so important that every single person needs their own wholesale account so they can get the full scope of all the benefits they get from having their own account. So, how to close a class at the very end. Now, you guys, I am going to straight up role play with you today. I'm going to pretend that I am teaching a class right now, and this is actually what I say. I may stumble a little bit as I talk about things. That's why it is real. But I wanted to show you guys in a script, you have it all written here, of what it would sound like as I finish up a class. Now, you are welcome to copy and paste this script and tweak it a little bit. Put it into your own words. Do things that feel natural to you. But after the dozens and dozens and dozens, I can't tell you how many classes I've taught now. It's been so many. This is the sequence, mixing in everyone's closes that I've heard, that makes the most sense and flows the most naturally. So this is how I start with it. So my timer usually goes off 45, 50 minutes into the class. All right, guys. It looks like my timer is going off, and I want to respect your guys' time. So we're going to wrap up right now of what we've been talking about, finishing up with a little bit about lifelong vitality. I share with them my quick spiel about lifelong vitality. Now, I want to know, you guys, did you learn something new tonight about using essential oils? Well, yeah. Tell me, what are some of the few things that you guys learned? Typically, I have people say to me, I didn't know you could use peppermint in so many ways. I didn't know you could use lemon for cleaning things. I didn't know that melaleuca helps with breakouts. Isn't it amazing these oils can do so many different things because they have so many different compounds? So do you guys feel a little bit more comfortable being able to use essential oils at home now? Yes. Blah, blah, blah. Great. That's exactly what these classes are for. I'm so glad you came to learn with us, because these classes are about education. They're about powering you at home to be able to use these natural solutions when you need them. So do you guys want to hear how you can get the lowest possible price on doTERRA's oils? I can't wait to share with you guys how this all works. So the best way to get started with doTERRA is with a wholesale account. Wholesale accounts are kind of like a Costco membership, You pay $35 and you get 25% off all your essential oils and natural home and beauty products for the entire year. There are no minimums. You can use your wholesale accounts or as much or as little as you want. There are no strings attached. It truly is just a wholesale account whenever you need it. Or there's an even better way, and that is you can get that membership free with a kit. Now, in this packet that we've been learning from today, I want you guys to turn it to this page here. If you can see this page here, this has all the kits on it. And I want to explain to you really quick what my favorite ones are, because not only is that $35 waived, but you're actually getting below wholesale by grouping it into a package like this, getting started with a kit. It also makes it so you have everything you need at a moment's notice. You're not struggling thinking, oh, I need this oil, I'll have to get it next time. You'll have what you need right now. So my very favorite kit I want to point out to you guys to start is right here. It's the Natural Solutions kit. The reason why I love this kit so much is that not only are you getting the wooden box to hold all your oils, you're getting my very favorite wood grain diffuser that matches, but you're getting the shampoo, the conditioner, the vitamins that we talked about that are so key and essential to the building blocks of our health. You're getting the deep blue rub, you're getting the hand wash, the hand sanitizer, and the toothpaste. So if you're looking to start making over your entire life, your entire household, this is an amazing way to go. Plus, you get $100 free in oil the next month, and I can show you guys later how that works. So that's why I love this kit so much. You get so much in this package, plus you get to pick out another 100 free next month with whatever you want. Now, if you're just looking to dip your toes in the water, if you just want a little something to try out, a kit I want you to look at is right down here. This one's called the Family Essentials Kit. This one's $150, and this one comes with every oil that we talked about tonight in the smaller 5 milliliter size. That one is right here. Now, if you want the kit that I believe is one of the best bangs for your buck, so to me this is the best bargain kit you can get that has the most in it, I want you to look right next door to the Family Physician Kit, to the Home Essential Kit. Now in this kit, you get the exact same 10 oils. However, you are getting the 15 milliliter size. So you're getting 3 times as much oil as in the Family Physician Kit, and they give you the diffuser for free. So you can start using the oils aromatically. But this is my favorite part. If you look at the price difference, it's not 3 times the cost. For $125 more, you're actually getting 3 times as much and a diffuser. So this kit here is a huge value. Now the last kit I'm going to talk to you guys about is this one right here. This one is actually called the Diamond Kit. What is so great about this kit is that you get almost every single product that doTERRA makes. Now this one is great for people who want to start sharing doTERRA, who want to start maybe looking into partnering in doing the business with us with doTERRA. This is a great one to go with because you're going to get every single product they have to start trying out and using. And you also get 200 in oils that you get to pick out whatever you want for whatever you'll be using. So this one also has a perk, kind of like my favorite one. What I want you guys to do is I want you to look over all these kits and decide which ones work best for you guys. Which one is going to fit the needs for you in your family most with your health concerns. So after you've decided which kit works best for you and your family, I want you to turn 2 pages back. And you're going to see right here the wholesale customer form. Go ahead and grab your pens, and as I explain this next part, you can go ahead and just start filling out this page. You're only going to need your name, what kit you want, your personal information, and then at the bottom you can sign it and put all your payment details on that. So you can go ahead and start filling that out while I'm talking about the next part with you. Now what we find is that most people who come to these classes and get started with a wholesale account so they can get the oils for cheaper, they want to start making over their life naturally. They usually fall into 3 different categories. And I want to share those with you guys, and you can decide which one works best for you. Now we have our living. These are for people who just want to use the oils. They love the oils. They fell in love with them. They want to get the best possible price. This is for you. These are people who just love the oils, and we get to share with you exactly how you can use them to empower you in your own home. Now, the second kind of people that we work with are sharers. Sharers are those people who can't help but tell their friends when something works. Maybe this whole time, as I've been teaching this class, you've been thinking about, oh, my mom would love this. Oh, my sister has head tension. My friend, my whoever would benefit from this. They need to hear about this. Guess what? doTERRA actually pays people for sharing the oils with others. So you can start getting your oils for free just by hosting an educational class, just like the one that you're at today. So you can tell they're really based on education and helping people feel empowered at home with essential oils. Now, the third kind of people we work with are business partners. Now, business partners are educators. They're people just like me up here talking. They're for people who maybe heard this message today that we were talking about, and they thought, I want to do that. I want to change people's lives forever with this message about doTERRA, with this message about natural health. A business partner has the ability to supplement their income or even replace it, like me and my husband have with our income. Me and my husband now do this full time together in doTERRA. So if this is something that interests you, make sure you stay behind. I promise you guys, like I did with the class, we only stay for so long after. Now, after this class, we're going to have about a 10-minute break. And then I do, just for about 15 minutes, I explain a little bit more of what it looks like to become a business partner. So if this is something that interests you at all, if this is something that's maybe speaking to your heart just a little bit, it's worth it to stick around just to hear what it may be like to be able to do that. Now, what I want you guys to do, decide which level you want to take your new wholesale account. It's totally up to you guys. You don't have to do the business if you don't want to. You can just live and use the oils with a wholesale account. You can just share with a few friends if you want. Decide what works best for you, because you get to take home one of these little packets that are best working for you, and we'll go over some of those in your wellness consult. Okay, so now to end today, we're going to do a giveaway. First off, though, I want to invite up Jocelyn. Jocelyn, come on up. You guys, first off, I want to thank Jocelyn so much for letting us come into her home, introducing me to all you guys. It was so wonderful. I hope you've learned a lot about essential oils. And actually, I have this little intro kit that I want to give Jocelyn as a thank you for introducing me to all your friends and just for hosting a class. This has lemon, lavender, and peppermint in it. Thank you, Jocelyn. You're amazing. Thank you for letting me be here with you guys. And I also want to do a giveaway for you guys. I have right here a drawing slip for you guys that I want you to put your name, your email, and your phone number on so I know how to get in contact with you with your giveaway winners. So go ahead and start filling this out right now. Now at the bottom it says, if you are interested in hosting a class. Now anyone who says yes, that they might be interested in hosting a class, you're actually going to get a second entry into the giveaway. Now today what we're giving away is a bottle of Citrus Bliss. This oil is incredible at uplifting the mood, making you feel great. It smells like an orange dreamsicle. I love this oil on my wrist when I'm feeling stressed out. If I'm having anxious feelings, I use this oil to just breathe in deep. It smells amazing. You can also just put a few drops of this in a spray bottle full of water and spray it around your house to get those amazing natural smells without any of the chemicals that we had talked about. So this is what we're giving away today, you guys. This is an amazing prize. I'm excited that one of you guys are going to win this. Now, just a little side note outside of the script, so you guys know, you can use whatever you want as a giveaway. Maybe you got an extra product of the month. Maybe you made your own sugar scrub. Maybe you have, I don't know, any product you guys may want. You guys can use whatever you want. Maybe you've made a roller bottle set. Do what's in your budget and that feels right for you to get people excited to fill out these drawing slips. Now, what's so important that everyone fills out these drawing slips? Not only does it give you information to follow up with people, it lets you know where they're at with wanting to maybe host a class or get a wholesale account. You may have had someone in your class that sat there with their arms folded, staring at you the whole time. I've had this happen before. Sit there staring at you, glaring at you, and at the end of the day, they get a natural solutions kit. But you had no idea because their body language is just different. You guys, you can't read people. You don't know what they're thinking. So don't assume that you do. That's why I love the giveaway forms. They're lower on this page. So you'll be able to see exactly what people are thinking. So after they've had a minute, we've been chatting, I go collect all their forms. Now, when I collect these one by one so I can read over them quick to see if they've marked yes, maybe, or no to hosting a class. Now, a lot of times, even people that mark maybe, I still give them another sheet. Maybe just means, let me check my schedule, let me talk to some of my friends, but most likely, I'll do it for you. So I like to give them one too. Now, the reason why we do this is because being in a social setting and have people socially saying, oh yeah, I do it for you. The friend next will maybe saying, well, if Jessica's willing to do it, I could totally do it. We live in different neighborhoods. We run around with different crowds. No, I'll totally do it. Or they may turn to their friend and say, hey, let's host one together because I'd love to have the lavender and you want the peppermint, so let's split what's in there. You see what I mean? So that's why we want to give that social proof as we go around. So I'll collect them and be like, oh, cool, Jessica says yes, she'd host a class. Here, Jessica, here's another entry slip. Just put your name on this one. You don't need to fill it all the way out. Collect, collect, collect. Oh, Darlene said maybe. You know what, Darlene? You get one too, just for being willing. I'll call and talk to you so you know more about what it's all about. Awesome, collect, collect, collect. Host of the class. Here are all the entry forms. Go ahead and pick a winner. Awesome, Darlene, you're the winner. You're gonna love this oil. Here you go. That's how easy it is, you guys. So now we get to the ending. Do you guys remember those top 3 health concerns you talked about? Now, what I want you guys to do, I want you on your paper to write down your top 3 health concerns, and this is the fun part. I have brought these essential life books, and you may have to share a few of them. I only have a few, but what I want you to do, I want you to take time over the next 10 minutes and just look up different things that you may be struggling with. You guys, this book is the professional. I use it all the time to reference things, and you are going to love it. I want you to look in there, and it's going to tell you exactly what oils to use for the things that you may be struggling with right now. And then I'm going to be going around the room with my helper, Susan. Me and my helper, Susan, are going to be going around and helping you individually ask any questions, seeing where you might be at, what kit was going to work best for you and your family, and answer any questions you have. Then after about 10 minutes, we're going to start looking just for 15 minutes at this build guide and what it looks like. So you're welcome to stick around. We're not going to be longer than about a half hour in all between our 10-minute break and those 15 minutes to talk about it. So if you have a few more minutes, definitely stick around to hear about that. Now at this point, you've ended the class. You can invite people for treats if you had treats to share with them. Remember, when it comes to food and treats at a class, to never do too much. It is intimidating for anyone who may be thinking about hosting a class. If you have a full spread of food there, they're going to think they have to do that too, and they will be less likely to want to host one for you. So keep it simple. Keep it with some great water, with some glass cups, maybe 3 different oils that they could drip 1 drop into if they'd like to try them internally. Maybe you do a boxed pan of brownies with 1 drop of peppermint in it. Maybe you want to do something a little bit healthier. Maybe you want to do a little basil in some kind of a dip with vegetables. Whatever you guys want, keep it simple so other people feel like they can do it too. Now at this point, invite people to have snacks or just to hang out, but you need to make sure you go to each and every person individually, kneel by them, get on their level and ask them, what are we working on? Help them open up the book. Help them find different oils for their ailments. And I want you guys to listen to this recording called The 6 Keys of a Close, where she beautifully talks about getting on someone's level and helping them walk through any hesitations, concerns, what kit is going to work best for them, and letting them decide the next step. Now, you guys, you aren't here to talk anyone into anything. You are here to facilitate and ask the right questions for them to get started themselves. So remember that. Go over the 6 keys to a close and practice those. Practice those so they feel natural on how to talk to people about it. So, how to sign someone up with an account. After they've had everything all written out on their sheet, you can get someone signed up in their back office. This is a video I did that walks you through how to sign someone up in your back office. It may have changed a tiny bit because the back office is sometimes changing, but overall it's the exact same. So go ahead and watch that, fill out all their information. Sometimes in a class, and especially depending on the country, sometimes people like to do it right there in person. That's why it's nice to have a computer, something hooked up to the internet, an iPad, something that people feel a little bit more comfortable getting signed up then and there, because in some countries they don't feel comfortable giving you your credit card numbers. Now in the US, people have no problem writing down credit card numbers and giving them to you to enter in later. But if they don't, you can do it this way. Also, if someone has a problem with giving you their credit card number, they can't stick around, doTERRA now has that great option that you can fill out someone's cart for them and just send them a link to check out. If you need more info on that, it is in our leaders group. There's a link for it and how to use that. It's a great option that you can help them decide what they need that night. When you get home, you can fill it all out, send it to them. They just click a link, put their credit card info, and check out. Easy as that, you guys. So what if someone at your class just wants to buy retail? It's totally fine. They can just buy retail if they want, but you'll need to put it on your own account to order and get to them. Let them know that retail pricing is $25 over wholesale. So make sure you do that math. Typically over $75, it just makes more sense to get a wholesale account because they're gonna be breaking even and they get all the wholesale perks and benefits if they ever want something else in the future. But it's completely up to them. You can put a full order together under your account, or you can jump on your back website, have them fill it out, and ship straight to them from your back website right there and there at retail pricing that you will get paid on. So you need to decide what's going to work best for you. If you have a few people that want to buy retail or a few items, you can order it on their own account, or you can have them order on your website, your replicated website that you have, where they would be ordering retail and they would pay shipping to have them shipped straight to them. Now, what is the difference between a wholesale customer and a wellness advocate? Now, this part I don't even usually explain to people at classes because it gets confusing. They've already been drinking from a fire hose. I don't want to just mess up their mind with all these different things going on already. But you'll see in this form, wholesale customer, wellness advocate. There are two different things. A wholesale customer is someone who does not want to be paid by doTERRA. They want all the perks. They get 25% off. They get the loyalty rewards. They can earn the free products of the month. Their renewal fee is only $25. The only difference is they cannot get paid and they cannot have a downline. If they want to share or build in doTERRA, they're going to need to be a wellness advocate. That makes it so they can get paid and they can have a downline. Now, if someone is hesitant, they're not 100% sure that they want to be doing the business, you guys, the best strategy tip that I can give you is to always sign them up as a wholesale customer. This is why. If they want to start using the oils first, but they're really interested in the business, the best strategy that you can do is sign them up as a wholesale account. And over the next 90 days, so 3 months, and I tell people this, we are going to have you dig into the oils and start using them at home for the next 90 days. For the next 90 days, I'm going to have you go through this 6-week program that I did called Ready, Set, Launch. because I want you to learn the ins and outs of the business before you get started. I want you to watch a webinar every single week for the next 90 days. And on day 90, we are going to launch your first class. Because after 90 days, someone can upgrade to a wholesale customer, and you, as their enroller, gets to move them again. So this is a great way to set a goal with your people. This is a great way to see their level of commitment before you place them. This is also a great timeline just so they know what to do with their people. That 90-day move is incredible that doTERRA has done, because it gives your people a chance to really fall in love with the oils. Because if the people you're working with fall in love with the oils before they jump into the business, they are stronger when it comes to the business, you guys. Trust me, I've signed people up who've come to me and said, I straight out of the gate want to do the business. And it was really hard for them because they had to learn how to love the oils along the way. And that's okay. It's not saying that that can't happen. But sometimes it is easier to give them that 90 days to fall in love with the oils, and then you get a second chance to move them. So that's just a little strategy tip for you. It's a great way to do it. It doesn't cost them anything more, but gives them the ability to really dig in. So you really need to help them identify what works best for them. Because if they want to be just a user, wholesale customer. If they want to start sharing and building, they're then a wellness advocate, and you need to sign them up as a wellness advocate. Now, if you accidentally sign them up incorrectly and they wanted to be a wellness advocate, they can upgrade right then and there at any time in their experience. But if it's before 90 days, you don't get to move them a second time. They're just stuck where they're at. So hopefully you put them in the right place, which brings us to placements. Now, this is a really important part of doTERRA, and I've recorded an entire webinar of what Elise Shedevy taught us in the Czech Republic. Now, trust me, you guys, Elise Shedevy is a triple presidential diamond in doTERRA. She knows how to place people. You're going to see a lot of conflicting things online about placements. Trust this webinar on placements. Don't place people in ways that you've seen other webinars online, because you won't get the maximum of the compensation plan. We are looking out for you to make sure you make the most on what you're doing. So the two things that you're always going to need to know the difference of is an enroller and a sponsor. Now, I want you to think of the enroller as who owns that person. In doTERRA, we are very strict. If you invited that person to the class, you are the enroller. Even if I'm teaching and I opened it up to my team, everyone invited a bunch of people, whoever invited that person is always the enroller. Now, if me and someone in my downline know the same person and we've been working with the same person, I always give it to my downline. Remember, you guys, doTERRA is set up in a way in our compensation plan that always favors your downline. You get more as people are further down, and we're going to go over compensation soon, so don't worry, you'll learn all about that. But you always need to be honest about who enrolled. The second thing I want you to know about enrollership, if you invited that person, you always keep enrollership. It's really important that you always keep hold of that enrollership. If you are the person that enrolled, later on for rank advancement, you can gift enrollership to someone on your team later if you need that for rank advancing. Now, the sponsor just means where someone lives. So consider the sponsorship like the address. Enroller is who owns them. That means who rank advances off them. The sponsor just means where someone lives. You may want to put someone down on your 4th level. That's completely fine. Maybe you have a great wholesale customer to help finish off a power of 3, and you want them on a 3rd line. We're going to learn a little bit more strategy to that, but you need to know the difference between that enroller and that sponsor. Now, the sponsor still gets commission off everything someone earns. They still get the power of 3 bonus. They just can't rank advance off of those people, and they won't get any fast start bonuses from who they sign up. Now make sure right here is our placements. Watch this closely. If you guys have any questions at all, post them into our group, because trust me, you're not the only one having questions. Everyone has questions and they're typically the same. So go ahead and write in our group and let the group help you answer any questions you may have as you're learning this. Now the next thing I have here is how to hit elite in the first month. Now this whole program has been gearing you up and getting you ready to hit elite in 1 month. Now, I asked you to set your classes up for the first of a month. The reason why we do that is because you now have a handful of drawing slips of people who are willing to host a class for you. Now, hopefully with these, as soon as you get home from a class, you can go home and start calling everyone who said yes or maybe and getting scheduled with them for the second half of the month, about 2 to 3 weeks away. So you see how that works? The first week, you tried to fit all those classes in. Now you're tapping into other people's networks to finish off the second half of the month, which makes it so you're getting in front of enough people, you're sharing the message, you have even more to follow up with. Now, what we asked you to do is write down 100 names. We asked you to invite 45 people, sample to 30, and hopefully through that, with the follow-up and all the tools that you have now learned how to do, that you can get 15 signups. That is what the launch guide lays out of what it takes to hit elite in 1 month. So that's going to be around 6 to 8 classes. Now, hopefully you've set up 3 on your own to 4, and now you have a whole list of people that you can start contacting who can help you get to the rest of those at the rest of the month. Now, you guys, don't get too stressed about this. Take this as something fun. Take this as something as a challenge. But most of all, you guys, have fun with it. You are teaching people something that is going to be changing their life forever. You are giving them the tools, the wholesale accounts to be able to go forward with it. And you know what, guys? A lot of times when I'm teaching classes, people tell me they just want to start off at a user. Did you know that the majority of people in doTERRA right now doing the business started off with just a user? That might be you on this webinar right now. You may have just started off wanting to use the oils because they made such a big difference in your life. And then you realized you started sharing with everyone anyway because you loved them so much, because you felt what a difference they made, how they empowered you, how they changed your life. And now you're ready to share with people. So remember, guys, at any stage that people are in, a lot of times people find themselves at the point where they can't help it and they want to start sharing with people. So next week, we're going to learn a little bit more about what we do after someone gets signed up with you. But for this week, work hard on this, guys. Practice saying the script again and again. Practice making it natural. Practice it in your own words, with your own jokes or inserts, or wherever you need to make it yours and start feeling natural about it. Now, your week 4 assignment, make sure that you do your check-in with your upline mentor. Ask any questions that you may have as you're going through this program. The next one is always to be a student. Study a new topic of essential oils this week. Whether it's a webinar, whether you just want to pull out your book and read a little bit more about a topic that's been concerning you, whether you want to just start using oils in a different way yourself, always be a student with essential oils. Now this week, you're just going to read 2 chapters in the success principles. So you'll need to jump on those. It's not a lot because this week you're going to be starting with your classes and I want a lot of your attention to go there. Now you guys are going to launch your first 3 classes in the first couple days of a month. Now, depending on when you started this program, some of you, that may be next week. Some of you may be on that week right now. Just make sure that you are ready to rock and roll and to do those classes. Now you're going to follow the guides from week 2 to ensure people are followed up with and they're prepared to come to a class. Remember in week 2, that little flow chart that talked about how to invite people to a class to follow them up to get there? Print that off and follow that worksheet. Again, that was created by Elise Genevieve to help you walk through what to say to people if they say no, yes, if they're ready to take that next step and come to a class. People who have been sampled to, who had a good experience that come to a class, are much more likely excited to be there, and they're going to show up. So if that's something you're finding with your classes, is getting people to show up, remember, you have to build a value in it. And that's why we asked you to sample to people before we got to this point, because they're more likely to want to come and learn more because they've had a good experience. Now they want to learn more. Now the last thing, book classes from classes to fill up the calendar the rest of the month. You guys, this little giveaway sheet, I've talked about it a lot. It's magic. Don't skip this step. This step is so important in your classes. Another thing that's important, always talk about user share builder. Always introduce the business half of doTERRA. I know for some of you, you just love the oils and you want to teach about the healing, but also you're doing this as a business. So make sure that you find a natural way to share this with people. Now, in our earlier weeks, we talked about your business story, and this is what you're going to share as you go through that build guide. You guys have already heard last week exactly how I present this build guide, and it's so important that you do that at the close of every single class. Don't forget this. So again, if you guys have any questions, make sure to post in our Facebook group. I can't wait to hear the success you're having with teaching these classes. Remember, at first, it's going to feel awkward. It's going to feel a little uncomfortable. You're going to have to look at papers, but I promise you, the more and more you do it, the more comfortable it gets, the more natural it feels. And as long as you're always speaking from the heart, people are going to admire it. And they're going to be drawn to your message because they can tell what is really in your heart, you guys. So good luck this week. Have fun with this. And I can't wait to talk to you more soon. Bye, guys.